Always busy and popular East 4th Street here in Cleveland. Our setting today, Quicken Loans Arena, is just at the end of that block. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Indiana Pacers.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances, jumping for steals, getting out in passing lanes, and all of that worked in their favor.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, it's hard to remember now, but Kevin Love didn't enter the league as a three-point shooter. Yet it's become a cornerstone of his game. Now, coaches have told him if you're a big man and you can shoot it out there, you're a valuable commodity. Kevin, he has listened, and he is indeed valuable.
Well, in this game today, it's all about court spacing, DA. Thanks for the report. These teams always seem, Doris, to be in each other's way. And how different is the atmosphere in a rivalry game like this one?
Yeah, Kev, we sense it on the sideline, don't we?
We do, yes.
You know, a little bit of an air of dislike, a growing discontent that you're constantly in each other's way. Rivalries are built when teams consistently meet, when there is something on the line. And that is what has happened with these two. And I'll tell you, we get to sit back and enjoy it, Kevin.
When you played, Doris, were those the most fun games for you as a player?
No doubt. No doubt you wanted to beat that team that was always standing in your way. So then in the summertime, you had a little bragging right.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Atlanta. Over on the wings, it's Bazemore and Prince. Alex Len out there with John Collins. Kicks it to Bazemore. Here's Len. Bazemore sets the screen for Len. 6 to shoot. Prince outside. Sinks the triple. Prince has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Atlanta.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Len sets a screen for Prince. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Hawks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one falls for Prince.
Oh my gosh.
And the Cavaliers were so good at so many things last season, Doris, but the defense had lapses.
Well, you could go a step further and say the defense was poor over the last couple of years for the Cavaliers. When you look at the metrics, they were bottom 3 in a lot of those metrics. This is a team that relied on its offense to win games. They made no secret about that.
And both free throws good for Prince. Young against Prince. Love with the screen on Prince. To the middle. Free throw line jump shot. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Love's got his first bucket of the night.
And I think this is what makes Kevin Love such a tough matchup. His ability to score from anywhere on the floor.
Bazemore passes to Len. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Pass to Bazemore. He kicks to Collins. Len a screen. 6 on the shot clock. No problems knocking that one down. Len's got his second bucket of the night.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Up against Collins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, guys, when you think about Kevin Love, you have to think about all of the attributes he gives you on the offensive end. He's a knockdown shooter, can hit from anywhere on the floor, but he still knows how to go body to body inside and get an easy bucket, and all of that is critical to what they do.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Love, one of the more versatile players on the offensive end.
Right, Kevin, and it doesn't just end with his shooting and scoring. Kevin Love pressures the glass and will get you extra possessions with great regularity.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Young against Prince. Passes it to Bazemore. Len sets a screen for Bazemore. And it's Zizic with the rebound.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open. Just keep.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's a screen by Collins. Here's Bazemore. The shot, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Osman, the pass to Love, and Love throws it down.
Oh, guys, Kevin Love with the power finish there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 5, the Hawks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Pass to Prince. Len with a screen on Young. In the corner, Collins with it. Len a screen. Here's Prince. And just miss after miss right now. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Now Sexton. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the pass to Love. Bazemore with it. Len a screen. From 11 feet away. Goes back up. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Now, here's Sexton. He had 13 points in the win against Indiana. No good off the front iron.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Len, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Len's got 6.
Kev, the broad shoulders of Alex Len carrying more of the load inside.
Inside. Here's Love with the 10th. And Love with the second chance points. 11 points in the game.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
And Bazemore kicks to Collins. Back to Bazemore. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You know, that's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
Young against Prince. Young inside. He had 19 points in the win against Indiana.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Doris, we've already had a few surprises this season. Some teams really exceeding expectations. Others have kind of gone the other way. What's your take?
You know, it's always a little bit early to tell exactly what kind of team you're going to have, because we've seen this historically. A team races out to maybe a 7-1 start or a 10-1 start, and yet perhaps they come back to the field. The teams that are the youngest seem to have the steepest learning curve. So where are the lottery picks and what impact are those guys having?
And so Young nails them both. The Hawks trail by 3. And here's Bazemore. He's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia. Young with the steal. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And it's Osman missing. Cleveland leading by 3. He feeds it to Sexton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Sexton's got his first points of the night.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
And Bazemore kicks to Prince. Flynn sets a screen for Prince. And it's blocked. The open look here for Sexton. And again, it's Cleveland.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the 76ers. Now here's Bazemore. Prince outside. Second shot opportunity. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got 5 points so far.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. A different look now for Cleveland. Nancy's checked in for Ante Zizic. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Jetty Osman. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Here's Sexton. There's the dish to Love. Nance a screen. Pass to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Love for 3. Another miss by Love.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anderson passes to Dedmon. No good on the shot. Good D by Love. Here's Clarkson. It's tipped.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And Anderson slams it in.
I would call this guy a power wing who likes to finish at the rim. Justin Anderson, dangerous from that spot.
And Nance kicks to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shots good by Clarkson. Atlanta with the ball. Trailing by 5. Anderson the screen. Herter defended by Young. Herter. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Passes it to Sexton. Shoots from 12. The rebound by Anderson.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now, here is Young. Vince Carter missing his last shot. Young inside. And counted. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Hill, he's checked in for Cleveland. And that one falls for Young. The Hawks trail by 6. Herter, he's guarded by Hill. Dedmon a screen. Carter down low. He's covered by Clarkson. And it's Carter missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Oh, Nance in position. And stolen by Dedmon. Pass to Anderson. And there's the feed to Carter. Stolen by Clarkson. Outside Hill. From the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
You know, George Hill is such an accurate shooter in catch-and-shoot situations. He's always ready to let it fly.
Stolen by Clarkson. And here we go. Love heading to the hoop. Dedmon with the block. And he recovers it. Spellman covered by Nance. It's blocked.
Larry Nance twice on the pipe says no, sir.
Kept alive. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
I think Tyronn Lue as a coach, one of the best qualities he has is his ability to manage the stars. Boy, has he done a great job of blending talents in Cleveland.
And Doris for Ty Lue. He keeps the peace by keeping things fresh and new for his team.
Well, I like that last year he took the team to wine country in Napa in the middle of the season. Boy, that's a great way to bond as a team and break up the routine. Just one trick he's used to keep players at ease.
Kyle Korver. He's checked in for the Cavaliers.
One shot.
That one misses for Young. Doris, you were a point guard in your playing days. What qualities did you look for in a backcourt mate, someone to play off you?
Well, I would say they were similar to what I looked for in all of my teammates. Certainly you wanted players who were three-tool players, somebody who could put the ball on the floor, use their dribble well, somebody who could pass well, who could identify, okay, the next player is open, I need to make this pass. And then the competitive attributes, Kevin. How hard did you play on a night-by-night basis? Did you prioritize winning over individual success? All the qualities I think you look for in a backcourt mate are what you would look for in any teammate.
Here's Dedmon. The Cavaliers making the shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's foul number 2 for him. And Cleveland making a change here. Zizic has checked in. Miles Plumlee's checked in for the Hawks. .52 seconds left in the first quarter.
And now look at Jordan Clarkson, some numbers on him, how he performed last season. He was around 14 points a game last year, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And those numbers solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
First one falls for him.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Hill. Dishes to Clarkson. Oh, Nance in position. Carter outside. Shoots over Clarkson. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
They set the pick. Clarkson passes to Zizic. He dishes it to Korver. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 6.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Kevin Love has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Not at all. Every time they get the ball, they're looking to burn the defense in transition.
Larry Nance out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's George Hill. And it's Zizic in its center. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Good on the three-point shot. He has 5.
Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and it pays off with the 3. Nice.
Now Clarkson kicks it to Korver. And the call will be against Justin Anderson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
The pass to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, the shooting stroke of Jordan Clarkson on display as he comes off the screen.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, with all the turmoil in the Cavs locker room last season, some wondered if head coach Tyronn Lue's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team to its first championship in 2016, Lue, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, DA, thank you. And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Atlanta. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Zizic. Here's Korver. Anderson with the block.
How easily does this young man get off the floor? Anderson sends it back with postage.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. That shot off the mark. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
They didn't play well in that second half. Had a big lead, but just didn't sustain the momentum and ended up giving it away.
Carter, the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
Yeah, you got to chase Korver off that three-point line. When he's in that comfort zone, expect him to knock it down.
What I love about Kyle Korver is he consistently does what he does at an incredibly high level. You're talking about one of the great shooters of his generation, and he was a key part of their turnaround from the early struggles they experienced.
Clarkson passes to Nance. Rebound by the Hawks.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Offensive rebound. Carter dishes to Plumlee. Goes up again, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Carter, just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
That's good from Carter. We now have rules, Doris, that protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, We certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For Cleveland, they have hit most of their fricks.
At the line for two. Shooting two.
Free throw good. Zizic. And the Hawks making a change here. Len's checked in. That one misses. The Hawks trail by 7. Bazemore, no one around him, sinks the three-pointer. Bazemore's got 8 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Carter against Hill. Outside Korver. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Korver's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
And Bazemore kicks to Carter. And he gets the bucket. 8 points for Alex Len.
That kept good defense, but Len with too much height and length to be affected by it.
Osman the pass to Zizic. Back to Osman. Outside Hill. Off the screen. And the shot is long. The Hawks trail by 5. And here's Prince outside. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Hill kicks to Zizic. Pass to Osman. Mans a screen on Bazemore. Here's Osman. Len with the block.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Nance a screen on Prince. Here's Korver. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Bazemore with it. 8 points for him. Feeds the Len. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. And the shot goes in. Carter's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love comes in for Ante Zizic. And it's Sexton in for George Hill. Stolen by Len. He kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Len with it. Picked up by Love. 6 to shoot. Back to Bazemore. Shoots over Korver. Rebound Love. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night. They double team Love. Stolen by Len. And even 3-on-3 break. And here's Prince outside. Here's Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Carter's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I thought he was rushing his shot early on, but not here in the second quarter.
Sexton kicks to Love. Corver against Prince. They need this one. The pass to Nance. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing, and it's Osman missing.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Well, Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
Nick Young's checked in for Kyle Korver. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Atlanta.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Here's Osman. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Love. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Well, that's just strength by Kevin Love to take the contact, not be bothered enough to lose concentration.
And Bazemore kicks to left. It's Prince on the wing, defended by Young. Young with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. And stolen by Bazemore. And there's the pass to Len. And here's Bazemore. He's got 8. There's a good screen to the inside. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense could have back off and give him that layup.
And he gets it back. Deflects the pass. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
Now, here's Sexton. The dish now to Young. Pass to Osman. Just 5 on the clock. The putback. Here's Love. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Young against Prince. Glenn, a screen. Prince's shot is good. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Cleveland's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Alex Len, Doris, drafted number 5 overall. He shows flashes and has the physical ability.
This is why scouting is such a tricky business. You can see some raw talent, and then you have to wait for that talent to develop. Alex Len has the length that teams are looking for. But you also need to have floor spacing to operate your offense efficiently. And traditionally, that hasn't been part of Len's game.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
For Cleveland, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
At the line for 2. Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Atlanta leading by 9. To the paint. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. Coming off a terrific season. 12th in rebounding, 12th in free throw percentage. And he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Now, here's Sexton. Nance, right side. It's a pick by Love. Here's Sexton. Misses off the right iron. Atlanta's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Love. 23 points for him the last game against Indiana.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
56 seconds left now here in the second. Baseline try, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Love with the screen for Young. It's a pick by Love. Here's Sexton. Goes back up. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Len. .30 seconds left here in the second. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
They set the pick. Back to Dedmon. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Bazemore gets the bucket.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him it. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Thanks, Josh. I mean, we're getting good ones. We just, I don't know what it is. We had a day off. Just need to get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a shaky first quarter for Atlanta. They were sleepwalking their way through most of the period and wound up staring at an 11-point deficit by the time it was over. A huge turnaround offensively in the second quarter. They shot 60% from the field, and you could sense their confidence surging as well as they made basket after basket after basket after basket after basket. You get the idea. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Well, the offense is running on all guys. The focus, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Like my time, like my jokes.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Look at Vince Carter in this game. I mean, he's been everywhere.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Atlanta leading by 11. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. Then there's Len. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after Taurean Prince's miss.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Cavaliers have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
2 shots.
Last on the first.
Free throw good, Zizic. Good on both. The Hawks leading by 9. Now here's Len. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Collins, a screen on Young. Here's Prince. Misses off the left iron.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
And that one's good. Love.
Boy, they've got Kevin Love in catch-and-shoot situations. Turn the lights out. He's that good.
Bazemore passes to Len. Unloads from 13. Sexton grabs the board.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
And the dunk by Love.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Dishes it to Prince. Len, a screen. Now here's Bazemore. D right on him. Shoots off the screen. Atlanta gets it back in a new 24. Len controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Well, just terrific instincts right there from Alex Len on the offensive glass. Really impressive.
Here's Sexton. Softly drops in the floater. Sexton's got 8.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
And it's Prince penetrating. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And he makes the first.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Both good from the line that time.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Sexton. He's got 8. Shoots off the screen. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Prince. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Nick Young.
All the officials are all over that one.
For Atlanta, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's Osman. He's covered by Bazemore. It's a pick by Love. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And a look here at the shot chart for Love.
Well, you have to give him credit because he's done everything he can to help contribute, but it doesn't appear to be in the cards for him tonight. A lot of strange releases, and he just isn't the same efficient scorer that we're used to seeing.
Now here's Bazemore. 12 points for him. And that's a foul called on Ante Zizic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Cavaliers making a switch here. Korver's checked in. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Connects from 3-point range. Bazemore's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
Well, what a great setup by Alex Len, developing such a good feel for the game.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. You gotta like what Ken Bazemore has done in this game.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
George Hill's checked in for Jetty Osman. Cleveland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Love.
Well, you like to see Kevin Love operate from there. Yes, he can shoot the 3, but he's also a dangerous interior scorer.
And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. He almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Now here's Love. 19 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sexton. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Len sets a screen for Bazemore. To the middle. Len kicks to Prince. Len a screen. It's tipped. Here's Zizic. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Collins. Pushing it up. It's deflected. On the wing hill. He's covered by Bazemore. Here's Zizic. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Prince, right side. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Prince has got 6 here in this quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Sexton the pass to Zizic. Kicks to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Hill's got 5.
George Hill is the maestro in the pick and roll, a capable scorer and passer.
Pass to Bazemore. From 12 feet out. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Prince kicks to Collins. Trying to get open is Len. Collins, good. Collins has got his 2nd bucket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Now Sexton. 8 points for him. Back to Love. Love draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Hawks with possession here. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Love with the screen for Sexton. Shoots from the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Sexton's got 4 this quarter.
You know, coming off screen, Sexton's explosive. You know, he shows a little bit of wiggle and does a great job of changing pace.
Now, here's Prince. 16 points for him. That freed up. Nice work off the pick. Prince has got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. Clarkson comes in for Sexton. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Len. Miles Plumlee comes in for Collins. Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Carter in for Kent Bazemore. Now, here is Hill. He's got 5. Zizic passes to Hill. Takes a 3. Drops in the tray. Hill's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs.
Yeah, this guy takes a ton of three-pointers. George Hill is a knockdown shooter from deep.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. That 3 off the mark. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. It's tipped. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bucket is good. He's got 7.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Good on the triple.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
The Hawks leading by 8. Dedmon a screen. Anderson in the post. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got 6 rebounds in the game. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And for the Hawks, they're shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
A moment now to see the numbers for George Hill. How he did last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Now, here's Clarkson. 12 points for him. It's back to Hill for the 3. Good work defensively by Carter. The Hawks shooting 47%, pretty solid. Korver against Anderson. Korver passes to Nance. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr. showed last season he can be a productive starter. He has always been efficient and complements a lot of different players.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That free throw missing. Well, for Larry Nance Jr., so much of what he brings, Doris, to a lineup is energy.
Right, Kev. He's an igniter, right? That hustle and coming up with timely plays is what he is known for.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, even though Larry Nance doesn't handle it on every possession, you can expect him to be a factor on the defensive end and on the glass.
Here's Clarkson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end. Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in, Kevin.
Pass to Zizic. Here's Korver for 3. Connects from three-point range. Korver's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Kevin, that's what you call textbook form and release. Kyle Korver makes shooting look like an art form.
A 3 from Anderson. Atlanta gets it back.
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that?
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
Here's Clarkson. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Zizic. Young comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Jetty Osman in for Hill. Now here's Love. 19 points in the game. He kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. Love with the screen for Young. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Love with the screen for Clarkson. And Nance now atop the key. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. They'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat.
And you know, for that Knicks game, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Nance. The Hawks leading by 9. The pass to Carter. To the paint. Back to Dedmon. He goes up again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And he makes both free throws.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. 55 seconds left in the third. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Nance dishes to
That's his first.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
And he can't get the first one.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
The Hawks leading by 11. Pass to Dedmon. Sweet little floater. Dedmon's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
Herter. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Osman. There's the three. And that's good. Kevin Love for three. Love's got 9 points now in just the second half. And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we got to get more physical down the other end, man. We got to get some stops. If we don't get stops, it's going to be a long night for us.
GA focusing on the physicality of the game. He clearly wants more aggressiveness.
And understandable. Setting the tone on defense critical if you want to get this win.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Nance is inside along with Love. And it's Young. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Osman in at the two-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Young. And so Young nails them both. The Hawks leading by 8. And Bazemore kicks to Dedmon. Young against Anderson. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Bazemore for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Love. Rebound by the Hawks. Bazemore's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Hawks. Left side, Anderson. Poke loose. Dedmon passes to Anderson. Back to Dedmon. From deep, Prince. The shot comes out, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Osman kicks to Young. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much, and you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Cleveland's head athletic trainer, and the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury. He won't be returning to this game, and he may be out for a long time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Osman, and Cleveland again with the bucket. Bazemore with it. Kicks it to Dedmon. Prince wide open. Drills it from outside. Prince has got 21 in the game.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And the call will be against Justin Anderson. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's Love. Dedmon defending. Osman, the pass to Love. Back to Osman. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Now here's Prince. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Love.
Shooting Prince at the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And both free throws good for Prince.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Here's Osman. They grab their own miss. Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Don't you love guys who are willing to do the dirty work? Larry Nance's activity making him a factor on the rebounding aspect.
Now here's Bazemore. He dishes it to Prince. Over Young. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Nance with no one around. The quick look, no good that time.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him.
Taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
A free throw drops for Dedmon. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Cleveland with it. Sexton kicks to Love. Down low from 11 feet away, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Dedmon a screen. In the corner, Bazemore with it. The Hawks get it back in a new 24. Dedmon a screen. They set the pick. He feeds it to Collins. No good off the pick. The Cavaliers trail by 6. That's tipped. Passes it to Bazemore. Kicks it out to Prince. Clock at 6. And Young comes over to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And so here's Cleveland. For Cleveland, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. It's a pick by Love. Young against Bazemore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's a pick by Love. Sexton's shot is good.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The Hawks leading by 4. Now the dish to Prince. Dedmon a screen. Here's the screen. Back to Prince. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Love. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. Here's Prince, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Prince has got 15 points here in the second half. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Sexton kicks to Love. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Hawks. 6-point lead. Osman, the pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Atlanta leading by 6. Pass to Collins. It's Prince on the wing, defended by Young. Bazemore inside the three-point line, and right through it goes.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Osman kicks to Sexton. Nance a screen. Off the pick. Collins grabs the miss.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Sinks the triple.
And weak rotation defensively. This is not a guy you want to leave open when you're trying to stay in the game.
And the defense just not in sync there, right? You've got to do a better job communicating.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the 3 by Atlanta. Love the pass to Osman. 5 to shoot. It's a pick by Love. Osman kicks to Sexton. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, you don't get much more wide open inside the arc. He simply got to make that shot.
Now here's Nance. The pass to Sexton. There's a good screen. Love the pass to Sexton. Back to Love. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And stolen by Bazemore. Goes up from the top of the key. Bucket is good. Bazemore's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Sexton kicks to Young. Love with the screen for Young. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And here's Bazemore. Prince dishes to Collins. And it's good, 2 points.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Young's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 13. Here's Dedmon. Good D by Love.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it, as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Dedman a screen. They double him with Love. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Cleveland. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Screen by Young. Sexton kicks to Love. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, a big man who can shoot free throws is so critical to a team because you can't get too physical with him. You can run your offense through him late game. Kevin Love brings so much to the table.
2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The first one falls. The league is always looking for ways to adjust the rules, make them better. There's a committee that studies this every single year. And, you know, with that in mind, Doris, any rules you think they should alter or tweak?
Yeah, there's absolutely one, Kevin. And I think this goes to the point where perhaps we can have some more uniformity in the FIBA-ruled games that are played and the NBA. And there's one thing that's occurred in international play where players are becoming more athletic, and the opportunity for electric stuff to happen in transition is critical. To me, we have got to stop the intentional fouls, which are prohibiting fast breaks and all the potential for the explosive, exciting athleticism to be on display. So that, to me, is something we've got to address.
I'm with you. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Taurean Prince.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Dishes it to Bazemore. He kicks it to Prince. Now, here's Collins. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. And Cleveland making a change here. Nance is checked in. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Young. That one a little long. The Hawks leading by 14. Prince outside. Now Collins. Here's Len. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Bazemore kicks to Collins. There's a screen by Collins. Bazemore for 3. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Love. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Hawks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Taurean Prince.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them, and no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check. Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
And it's Osman missing.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Here's Bazemore. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.